And of course, just when I think that everything that I want to know is complete about the Yamaha DGX 630, I am baffled to see when I look at the videos that this thing was made in 2009. What the crap? So I thought that this was like from 2012 or later. Well, I was wrong. Um, that is cool. I didn't know that that Yamaha put all these cool instruments and stuff into stuff in 2009. I think the reason why they did that is because this is a portable grand, and way later, that's when they put it onto PSREs, because they felt like, you can put those sounds there because the like the natural thing that happens when time goes on is people ask for more, and so you want to put those onto the lower range, but you need to improve the higher range as well, and that's what they actually do. And of course, all I know about Yamaha is their keyboards, so don't quote me on anything that may not have improved over the years. And I'm not saying that everything that's not been changed is bad, of course, because 6-year-old sounds, or maybe even 10-year-old, I don't know when that sound chip was made, but in the early 2000s, you know. And because of this, I think when this keyboard came out, it was, or should I say digital piano, it was very pricey. So I'm honored to, or, not just honored, but, I'm glad that I could use it for just a bit. And now, on to the main event. I discovered that the USB port on the back actually works. Plug the flash drive into it, or as we call it in Hungary, pen drive. I don't know why we call it a pen drive, but we do. And I put 3 MIDI files on it, and like almost every other keyboard, just doesn't sound right. Because like this. The problem with all of these is with the muted guitar, just it's not mute. It's way too muted, actually. It's way too muted, and so no. But one stop actually works pretty fine. So here is one stop.mid played in full on the Yamaha DGX 630. Here we go. So as you could hear, stop.mid played just like any other MIDI file would. Plays completely fine. Everything's registered correctly. Not the high quality voices actually are not used. That's kind of weird. Like the harpsichord and the flute and the clarinet and all that. That's not even used. But it still works. So that's cool. Off video, I'm actually gonna put some Troopinum MIDI files on here and see how they cope. See if it can do single channel MIDIs. I really wish I would have Canyon.mid on hand, but I don't. Or Passport.mid, for that matter. But I don't. But I will do the Troopinum stuff, and we're going to see what that sounds like. And, yeah, there's really no way for me to record off of this in a higher quality, so excuse me if everything got overmodulated and distorted and not good. But there's really nothing that I can do about it. But you can see that this was not made for all keyboards. Not all keyboard sounds can do the same thing as the Microsoft GS. And even though the Microsoft GS is a little lackluster, a lot of things can't be done with other keyboards that I know that you can do with the Microsoft GS. And plus, the Microsoft GS to me is like nostalgic because it's everywhere. Like nothing stops it from going anywhere. And I know that it's based off the Roland SC55, and that's a keyboard in itself, but I don't care. But I do know that they still made this and used it for the Microsoft GS. Like, that's its purpose. But the reason why we, as in the people who upload videos about this stuff, play it is to see what it sounds like with other equipment. And with sound blasters and stuff, you know, you get the impression that it's being played a little poorly, but again, as time goes on, things get better, but as time was before this thing was invented, you know, it wasn't as good. So I guess if we were to play it on stuff like this, it would work. But again, not all parts of it would. Just like with the orchestra hit and a few other sounds that were a little out of place. But just a little bit. And most of the stuff was equal. Most of the stuff actually was good, you know. And again, I'll leave it to everyone else's opinions what everything is good, like good or not good, because, you know, anyone can decide if they want this to be one stop or they want the Microsoft GS to be one stop, or the same with Flourish or Town. I don't want to do Flourish because it's like there's nothing special about it. There's nothing that makes it special, unlike One Stop or Town, where Town is something that a lot of keyboards have problem coping with. As time went on, muted guitars came like the way they are in the real world, where they're way too muted. And you can see that the Microsoft GS has a different muted guitar in a way that doesn't make it sound as much as muted as it is here, or as it is on a lot of keyboards. Like, seriously, a lot of them. Even ones that were made in the time of the Microsoft GS and had MIDI support, they might have had problems with the muted guitar. It's just so realistic now. But I guess for that, you may want to use something that was earlier, before the Microsoft GS or something. But I don't want to try that. I mean, look up videos of that happening, because to me, playing MIDI files on a Sound Blaster, like sounding FM card or something similar, it's just not applicable enough to standard Windows MIDI files nowadays. I mean, it works, but it kind of doesn't, if you know what I mean. I don't even know why I'm talking about this. I mean, well, most of you may have probably just stopped it by now, but I don't care. So I'm just going to stop this and put some more MIDIs on it. and have some fun. So that was one stop on the DGX 630. Hope you've enjoyed, and I don't know what I'm going to be doing next. So there's really nothing else for me to do on this keyboard. They're going to take it away next, like tomorrow. So I have like, I don't know, 16 hours. Yeah, like 16 hours or something. And that's it. So, as I said, it was awesome for me to be able to record videos on this. A lot of videos on it, actually. And yeah. Oh, I forgot to take the flash drive out. Crap. Anyway, thanks for watching the video, and goodbye for now.